Well, decided to do wheel bearings on my Subaru. Last night I got the driver's side done. Wasn't terrible. I mean, I used a puller to get it off, and it was fine. Then I started on the passenger side, the one that was actually making noise. It separated as I was putting the puller on there. By the way, this is what it looks like when it separates. And you're thinking, okay, big deal. Well, the problem is, while it's intact, you can use this part to pull. But once it separates, then all you got is that. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. So I tried the air chisel trick. Didn't work. Funny enough, that led me to discover that the regulator on my compressor is leaking, so I got to fix that at some point. I tried various other methods. Didn't work. There was one scientific principle which did work, and that is percussive shock. Basically, went over to Menards, and I grabbed 4 of these. These are M12 1.25 pitch bolts that thread into the brackets on the Subaru bearings. I don't know what, I think these are 90 millimeters or something like that. Anyway, I threaded these into the backside, back here. Let it soak with anti-seize, and then got underneath the car with a 4-pound sledge and a socket on my longest extension and just started beating the hell out of it. I got it to budge about 1 millimeter before my arm gave out. Damn, mosquitoes are already up. So I took a break, ate lunch, came back out, pounded some more, still nothing. Finally, the 3rd round, I was bound and determined to get the thing off, and got underneath the car with my sledge again and decided either the bearing was coming out or I was going to wind up knocking the car off the stands. Which wasn't going to happen, but I was getting that bearing out one way or the other. So I pounded and pounded, moved a little bit more, a little bit more. I'm wearing out at this point. I'm like, whoa, boy. What other methods are there? And I tried just about everything reasonable. Finally, I reared back, take a big old swing with all my might, and I missed. Busting my finger on the subframe crossmember. That was fun. Or control arm, I don't know which. It doesn't matter, hurt. So I got reset, I hit it again, and boom, the thing popped out. So I'm happy about that. Took many hours, much cussing. Now what I'm going to do is this. When I'm going to put the new one back in, I'm going to clean all this out with my wire brush and some brake clean. And then your friend and mine, anti-seize. Because as anybody who drives a Subaru knows, at some point you're going to be doing a bearing job. Remember, $700 per bearing at the dealership. Even a regular mechanic, private mechanic, is probably going to be $400 or $500. Anti-seize. I won't have to go through this again. But this is what happens when you have 2 different metals in contact in severe conditions. They corrode. You got an aluminum knuckle there, and then a solid steel bearing. So it basically rust welded in there. I'm going to try to prevent that from happening. And since I was too lazy to go downstairs, I pulled this out of the upstairs fridge. I don't know how long it's been in there, at least 2 or 3 years. I don't care. It's got booze in it. Cheers.